just furry creatures. Pardon. It is Saturday morning, 5:18, and we are ready, packed, ready to go. I have to leave this apartment in approximately like 10 minutes. I am excited and also nervous at the same time because I haven't done this in more than a year and I don't know how much my body is gonna hold up, but I'm also excited, and I think that those endorphins and the joy will hopefully overpower the rest of the fatigue and the brokenness of my body. And I'm also very excited just to get out there and try my best and see how far we're getting. Yeah, just a lot of whirlwind of emotions. Things are about to get real. Let's go. One train down, one more to go. We are in Carlisle. 1 more hour, and then we're finally getting to start walking. We have arrived in St. Bees, the starting point. So I actually need to now walk to the starting point, which I think is like a monument, and then on to the trail. We're going all the way up there. Look at this. Look at how gorgeous it is. I'm already out of breath. I'm so fucking out of shape. It can only get better from here. Bye, see ya. The other side. It is 4 o'clock at this point in time. I'm like only 12 kilometers in. I don't know how, but that's fine. I had some food, ate some leftover crumpets that I still had at home, and baby bells. Usually what happens is that if I'm on trail, I'm a bit more flexible with my diet. So that means I eat more dairy. I may occasionally even eat some meat or other animal products, just because it is usually, for me, it's a big struggle to even eat on trail, to eat enough. And it is hard to come by protein if you don't eat any dairy and anything on a trail. So that's what I do. A little fun fact. Wearing shorts that I didn't think I'm gonna need, but I'm so glad I brought them anyways. Also find it a bit strange to sleep in a tent for the first time in what's been like almost a year at this point. But baby is back. She's beautiful as ever, and she's treated me well so far. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Recapped what's been happening today. Basically, I took the train from London at 5:30 in the morning to St. Bees, which is at the very east coast of the island. This is as good as a time as ever to tell you that she does not know her directions, nor does she know numbers. So please, throughout this video, bear with me as I get confused about direction and the number of days that I've been walking. This is just part of the process. And now, let's continue. There arrived at 12:30, and then from there basically immediately started hiking. Honestly, I didn't really take a break, which was a bit dumb. Maybe we'll see tomorrow how that goes, but did meet a lovely older married couple. I would say older, like they could be my parents. Yeah, they let me tag along, and it's just really nice, like to chatting with some new people, like making friends. I think that for me is kind of like the whole beauty of doing trails on your own, is that you get to meet people. They didn't actually necessarily plan to come here all the way, because I knew it was like a full day route, but then I also know myself it was kind of my goal. Yeah, because I was with that couple and we're chatting so much, we kind of lost track of where we're at and ended up in Ennerdale nonetheless. Got a campsite here, got my dinner now. At this point it's 10 to 8, so I'm probably gonna finish this. I have a Coke Zero. I'm gonna drink that just to rehydrate, and then yeah, I'll probably calling it a night pretty soon, because I've had a very long day and I have tons of long days coming up and hard days, and yeah, I just want to be fit. It's just very, very nice to be back on trail. It is the morning of day 2. It's 6:40. I've had a really good night's sleep. It was extremely cold, but I have very good gear, so I didn't mind. My tent is on top drying. Update on my feet. They hurt like a mother. Just gonna power through. Yeah. See how it's going. I have a big day today, and let's see how far we get until I die. Where I need to go. See, this is what signposting looks like here. It's very 16th century. Option 1 is walking on this side of the bank, and the other, a bit easier option is walking this side, and we are gonna go this side. So I took a 1-hour break in this, what's probably been the first restaurant so far on the path. And I'm always super transparent about how things are going. And honestly, I was crying in there to myself for a good 20 minutes, just because it's been really, it's hard. It always is hard. I know my feet hurt an insurmountable amount. Especially one toe is really bothering me right now. Maybe that's an excuse, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just my brain with me. I sucked it up. I put my shoes back on with a lot of pain, and here we are. I don't think I'm gonna go as far as I had originally wanted today, just because I now spent a full hour getting my life back together, or what it felt like. But that is also absolutely okay. I'd rather walk and progress a little bit than giving up because I didn't go all the way, if that makes sense. We're halfway through day 2. and we're feeling better. Are you a Christmas tree? I started like an hour ago, and I think that is where I need to go. It's like 5 p.m. and that was a dumb idea. Let's go. Recap of day 2. I started out in Ennerdale, walked 25 kilometers to another village. There was one big peak that was rather heavy. Arrived and super much struggled on the way, as you have seen. Struggled big on the way there. But when I arrived, it was like 4 p.m, not even. And I felt like I could push a bit harder, a bit forward, a bit more. And didn't fully realize that the next stop was going to be more than 12 kilometers further down. And that it was going to be another 1 or 2 peaks. I did regret it halfway in, but then finally made it. I am in Grasmere. We are around 59 kilometers in, so that leaves us around 37k that I've done in the last 12 hours. It was a bit more than 12-hour walk. I'm a bit off route because this was the only place where I could camp in a backyard, but they have awesome facilities. I got to shower. I am right now in a drying room, so I get to dry my stuff for tomorrow before I put it back on. My hair is an absolute mess, but I'm gonna leave it for one more day. And honestly, in hindsight, it's been a bit messy. My feet are very, very, very tired and a lot of pain, a lot of blisters, but that's what happens. I'm thrilled to be here, and right now it's 9 p.m, so I'm just gonna go and brush my teeth and then call it a night because I'm so tired. It is day 3, 10 o'clock in the morning. I arrived at Grasmere Lake. I completed the 3rd out of 4 peaks on the entire route. The 4th one being just a couple of kilometers from where I'm at right now, because this is Lake District. That's where you have the hills and the mountains. One more to go. I took a longer night, slept until 7, and then enjoyed a breakfast at the hotel and a coffee because I could. Really took my time this morning, left around 8:15, and I'm now on the way to Patterdale. And from here on, the next couple hours is downhill into the village. It's very windy. I put on my puffy jacket and my hoodie. So glad I brought all of it. My feet still hurt like, but you know what? It's just one toe. May amputate, may just survive. I am just leaving Patterdale. I did want to have a lunch there and do some groceries, but none of the restaurants nor the shops were open. I mean, the shops don't even exist anymore because of COVID, which is something that I've noticed a lot. So many of the shops, they're super, super tiny that were supposed to be, just didn't make it through COVID. I'm very glad that I usually bring so much food because I could not have restocked. And I think the next one's like 25 kilometers from where I'm right now. So I'm glad that I have enough food, at least for like 2 more days. I did get into a pub and they served me some crisps. Oh my god, since when do I say crisps? Chips. Some chips and a Coke. And I had some bread, so had a little lunch. It's now about like 12:45 and I have the last peak in front of me. So this is the last one. Actually not sure if it's this one over there. We are on Kidsley Pike. This is the highest spot on the C2C with 780 meters above sea level. It's very windy, it's very foggy and misty and cold. And we're gonna go all the way down now. Done with all the peaks. This is the 4th out of 4 and hence the last peak. It's just getting easier from now on. Jungle. Look at them. They're taller than I am. That's insane. This is a new perspective for end of day recap. This is day 3. We did 2 peaks, roughly 30 kilometers, which is around 6 less than I had wanted to do, but my body just could not handle anymore. Right now it's literally minutes before 8 o'clock and I'm all tucked in. I found this camping spot. I was a bit hesitant, but I just could like physically not endure any more mileage on my feet and my back. I set up my tent, I took a shower. I am exhausted to the bone. I think definitely the 2 peaks today winded me, but I also know that this were the 2 last ones. So we're completely done with proper altitude at this point, and from here on it's primarily like flat, a bit up and down, but like nothing compared to what we did the last 2 days. I do hope that it's not going to start raining because I don't want to put my tent down in the rain tomorrow morning. I haven't had any dinner because I cannot be bothered and I'm not even hungry. I'll probably regret that tomorrow. But I also know around 6 kilometers from here is where I wanted to go originally. There's a town and there's a supermarket and there's a coffee shop. So I'm gonna go and get breakfast, like big breakfast tomorrow there. And if I wake up hungry, which has happened in the past, then I'll eat something in the middle of the night. That's also perfectly fine. But for right now, I'm just too exhausted to get any food ready. For usually that's how the snack bag is right there accessible. And then I have my headphones and I'm gonna say good night and ready for day 4 tomorrow. Bye. Good morning of day 4. It is 6 a.m. I am up. I am about to be fully packed and then heading into the town to get some breakfast. I'm very hungry. No surprise, but I also slept quite a bit because I fell asleep around, I want to say like 8:30. So I did have some restful sleep. It was very cold, weirdly. I slept in my Patagonia puffy and my hat and the thermal. And then it gotten warmer throughout the night. I do want to speak really quickly about how I load my pack, because that's a common question I get a lot. So at the very bottom of my inside pack, I have right now my rain gear, my rain pants. I did take out my rain jacket here because it's been like mistying, raining in the last days. So just to have it handy. Then I push in my sleeping bag in a dry sack, which is like this one, and my mat, my sleeping mat. And then I have the tent. I usually put my tent in a plastic bag because it's wet, to protect it from towards other stuff rather than like keeping it dry. And then that's about it. Like that's it. I have my tent stakes on the side. Now I have my rain jacket and everything that I need handy dandy, like toiletries. My ditty bag is outside. And then I have my water bottles on each side. My flip-flops go, there's a carabiner somewhere where my flip-flop goes, here. I have my hat. And then on top of this is honestly just my clothes, and then my food bag, and my cooking system actually goes in next. That's it. Strange. I didn't even know what to do and what to get. I'm like completely overwhelmed. But I need something for lunch, so. $100 kilometers, 200 to go. Oh, it's 11:30. Wow, it's only 11:30, and I had pancakes for breakfast in town about 4, 5, maybe 6 kilometers after I slept from where I slept. It was so good and exactly what I needed. But then I got hungry really quickly again after, which, to be fair, to be expected, I didn't eat anything yesterday evening. So I'm calling it an early lunch break at 11:30. I am literally camped out right here. And so this is what I got in the store. It was cheese and then corn slices. They're vegan. And then I got a pack of really basic rolls. This is very British. But honestly, I just need something savory. That's gonna do it for me. I keep my toesies elevated because that's honestly like the best tip I can give. And I have a splendid view, even though I'm just gonna lay down and not really enjoy it. To be fair, I just want to have a nap, eat something, nap, and then I have about 20 kilometers to go. I did 15-ish, maybe a bit more this morning in 5.5 hours minus 45 minutes of break. So that's really decent. And if I can take a nap and re-energize now, I'll be good as new to go. Peace out. Hello. Oh, hey, gorgeous. Coffee and homemade cake and snacks. This is amazing. This is so cute. Oh my god, I've been taking my hourly break. I started doing hourly breaks in the afternoon. Oh no. And I've been sitting here alone in this little shaded area, and just more and more sheep started to appear here, very curiously looking, and now they're descending into this valley as well, which is so cute. This is so cool. Hostel I'm staying at, it is an old church, and this is the communal area. It is a literal church. It's so cool. I got all my gear, and there is a kitchen, and this is just a church window. Like, how amazing is this? So got a shower, washed my hair, washed a lot of my clothes, and this is the outfit we're repping. We're just walking with flip-flops and shorts because I could no way fit my feet into shoes, and I needed to wash my long pants. So that's what we're gonna go for, and trying to get some food. Honestly, worst case scenario, I'll cook something up, but let's see if we can get something warm. This is the end of day 4 recap. It is right now 9:45. I am in Kirkby Stephen. I checked into the church hotel, which is the Kirkby Stephen Hostel, I believe that's what it's called. I am their only guest today, which is a bit creepy. I'm sleeping all alone in it, but then also I have had some other quite creepy nights in the past on this trail, so I'm very happy. I did take a shower, I washed my hair, I'm feeling fresh. I washed a lot of my clothes. They're currently drying in the drying room, which is amazing. I've had a dinner, ate all of it. Didn't expect I was gonna do it, but I was very hungry, and my body definitely needed it. I did 39,430 steps. This summed up to 38 kilometers since where I left. It was pretty flat, so it went a bit quicker and easier than days prior. I'm glad I didn't walk all of it alone, that I met some buddies and we kind of pushed and pulled with one another in the last leg. But definitely after showering and going out to get food, I needed to sit down and put my legs up really badly. So now I'm gonna go sleep. Very satisfied, very happy, and very excited to actually have a bed. And that wraps up. Good morning of morning number 5. I'm holding a coffee, so I'm not gonna show my hand. Also, I'm incapable of continuing this anyways in the future, so I already have super wet feet. It is 7:30. I slept like a queen in my bed, very warm, very cozy. I did check yesterday when the store's gonna open so I can restock on food, because it was closed already by the time I arrived yesterday. It's at 7 a.m. So I got up at 6:30 to pack my stuff, left at 7:05, and the store only opens at 9, like everything in this little town. So I'm unstucked. I got enough for a day. Currently walking through very wet grass, fully wet feet, but I'm also very lucky because the weather's been absolutely amazing, and it's been so dry and somewhat warm, I want to say, for UK. I think it will be until end of the week, and the weather prognosis is going to be a bit rainier, or actually much rainy, because where the weather usually in the UK goes west east. And because I'm walking west to east, chances are I'm actually walking away from the bad weather. So not sure if this is true, but if it is, that's pretty cool. And that means that I need to keep walking to never let the rain catch me. And I'd rather carry my rain gear and never use it than have to use it because I carried it. Sure I was jinxing it because the wind's still spot and I'm not even sure you can hear me, but it's winding so hard. But it's so cool. Look at this. There's all these figures. Let's go. It is 1 o'clock and I had a lunch break, changed out of my very wet socks into dry socks, back into my wet shoes. But honestly, it feels just life-changing already. And we are off on the second leg of today. I think it's another not quite 20 kilometers, primarily all flat. So it should be breezy. Honestly, feeling really, really good after this morning's misery. We're all good. Also, can we take a moment? Okay, this is my pack under there. Acknowledge how much I gotten better at packing my bag. Really small and compact. It was in the beginning, up to my maybe bun in the back. It wasn't all due to food. I was so struggling back home to fit everything in the pack, and I had almost some panic at a certain point, thinking that I wasn't gonna fit everything in that I needed to fit in. And now we're not even using its capacity. It's so amazing how you get more efficient on your way. That's a little side note on that. It is 7 p.m. and we're finally walking into the Victory, into Reeth. Oh, I'm exhausted. I just want to get groceries in, some food. We're walking so fast still. Why are we still running? Let's see.
Really good.
That is very good. Where are we getting?
This is the most vegetable I've had.
Day 5 recap. We've done 36 something kilometer, which is a bit less than the days before, but it felt really, really hard. Mainly because in the morning the weather was absolute crap. It gotten way better in the afternoon. You can see I already got a 10. I am in Reeth. That is just about 10 to 15 miles outside of Richmond, which is a bigger city that we're gonna go into tomorrow. And then I'll likely pass through. As you can see, I'm spending another night in a hotel because there's absolutely no camping opportunities here in this little town. And I had dinner in the pub because I was so hungry, and I could not for the life of me imagine packing my stuff and going wild camping somewhere after this dinner. I'm just, look at me, I'm dead beat. After this, have to go back out there and camp, because with every day I'm not going out, it gets harder. But yeah, that sums up day 5. I'm so late, I'm so tired. Just call it a night and then catch you up tomorrow.
Good morning from day 6. It's already day 6. I can't believe it. I have been on the road for a bit over an hour. I honestly slept in way longer than I wanted to. I woke up at 7:30 and that's okay. It allowed me to have some breakfast at the hostel I stayed at. Started being fueled and ready. The sun's about to come out later today apparently. And I'm excited for some warm. Planning to finally camp again tonight. And yeah, I'm in this lovely little village called Merrick, and have about 15 more to go to Richmond, the biggest town on the trail. The most obnoxious thing, but I just got to this cow's head here. I just got to touch it and scratch it, so my day's made. I'm like very easily satisfied on trail. I'm in Richmond. This is a huge city, town, whatever. I passed through the center. It is so crowded. I literally went in, got my stuff at a pharmacy, restocked some food at Co-op, and got some snacks now for lunch because it's 1 p.m. exactly, and just left it behind because it's horrible. I just couldn't tolerate the busyness and the people. Yeah, it's weird when you're on trail and like kind of isolated and it's all quiet all day. But I have bought a spinach pasty and I'm gonna enjoy that now. Got it! We're recapping day 6. We managed to do just below 40 kilometers today. It was very, very flat, so it was rather easy, but it's also the latest I've arrived at a campsite. We're camping in Danske Withy, I think it's called, and right outside of a B&B. I'm now about to cook my food. It's probably around 9 p.m. and pitch dark, so that's pretty cool. Haven't done that yet. Feeling really good. I had a lot of issues with my left foot today, not because of blisters, just I think something internally with like my bones and nerves that was bothering me, but took medication, got better, powered through. Very happy I did the distance that I did today, and yeah, I'm gonna have some dinner now and then probably sleep. But honestly, I'm feeling really, really good. I'm starting to get into this. It is 6:30
8:30 and I slept amazing. And I'm not ready to get up.
It is day 7. My foot's an absolute B. And I also have my period, so I'm like very cranky. And I don't even know I'm cranky because I've had a really good night's sleep. Very warm, very comfy, quiet, dry. I had breakfast. I don't know why I'm cranky. But my foot just hurts so much and it's taking over my mood. I'm actually wearing shorts because even if it's less warm than yesterday, I carry them and it's perfectly fine to wear them. I don't even know. I just want to like sulk a little bit more. And like I can laugh at myself already. Yeah, but there's nothing to complain. I don't think I'm gonna say that every morning probably, but I'm probably not going to do as much mileage today as the other days, just because it's either gonna be like 50 something, which I'm not going to do, or like 30. And in between are 20 kilometers of moors, of the Yorkshire moors. And I don't think you can camp in those. So I'm gonna stay just before on an acceptable campground, which brings me to around 30 kilometers, which is perfectly fine for the day. But then let's see how far we're getting. Whoa! What the effing? We are climbing again. This really doesn't do it justice. It's not as much as we did back in the lakes, but enough to break a sweat and leave me gasping for air. So let's go. This is completely new nature. You haven't seen rocks like this before. Pretty cool. Day 7 recap is that we completed 34 kilometers and we're while camping somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And I'm very glad that I have these other 2 with me, because I wouldn't have done that on my own. Just my dinner, and we're gonna call it a night pretty soon. Feet are holding up. We have honestly like 55 left to go, more than 2 days, so plenty of time. I guess we're gonna make it on Sunday. It is morning of day 8, and I wonder if I said day 7 yesterday or if I said day 6, because it's hard to follow. But today's day 8 is 20 to 8, and this was my first wildcat night, guys. This is so cool. Maps and trainers are just somewhere back there, taking down their tents and then following up, catching up with me eventually. because it's just what's gonna happen. But yesterday we decided to push a bit more forward since we were really slow all day and we needed to get some more distance in, and then they invited me to stay with them for the night in a wild camp spot because they're really experienced in wild camping in the UK. So yeah, I can check that off my list. I slept really good. I fell asleep immediately. Apparently I was even snoring a little bit. Well, that's what happens when you make me really tired. But all good. I had a decent night's sleep actually. My feet hurt, but nothing new there. Yeah, I said yesterday we have like 55 kilometers left. I'm trying to get in a 30 plus-ish today. There's a cool campsite there. So I have a very slow day tomorrow and I can potentially even catch a train to go back to London. Yeah, I agree. See, we all agree. I finally took a lunch break. It's almost 2 o'clock at this point. It started raining a little bit ago, so I had to put on my rain gear. Still have the jacket on. Took off my rain pants. Again, because it's dry now, but it's just a bit windy. Honestly, today's been probably the most boring and repetitive of all the walks because it's a lot of walking next to a road. This one's the least busy, but there was like a main road for a couple hours, and yeah, it's just very boring, honestly. It is day 7. And I'm eating my first ice cream because I have 2 to 3 hours to go, and it's 5:17. I was joking when I said that I was gonna cry when I see the other side. But guys, look at this. This down there. This is the East Coast. We made it really, we're very close. So I said I'm not gonna just show the pretty things. I'm also going to show the ugly. This is me being ugly, but also being really excited and crazy emotional about seeing the ocean on the other side. It's crazy. Just a couple more kilometers / miles to go.
Oh, hey kittens.
This is day 8 recap. Done 30 kilometers, even though it felt like a bit more. I'm surprised. After the welcome yesterday, the weather has been very overcast all day, and it even started raining at some point, so I put on all the rain gear, and then it got warm again, so I took everything off again. But it was warm enough to walk in shorts because I've been pretty speedy, I want to say. I am right now checked in the intake farm, It's a lovely bed and breakfast. I wanted to like sleep well the last night and wash my hair and get like freshened up because I have to go back into London tomorrow. And for everyone's sake on the train, I want to look and smell a bit presentable. The lady's absolutely amazing, and her husband, I got cake and tea, and she is washing all my clothes and drying them for tomorrow for a little bit of extra money, which is the bomb. It's like 9 p.m. Oh no, it's actually 9:30, and I'm knackered, so I'm gonna go call it a night and sleep, and then I get breakfast tomorrow morning. Like, how amazing is this? And have a very short day tomorrow so I can get back to London in time. Yeah, very exciting. It's been an emotional, also certain times boring day. It was a complete solo day, which I haven't done in a while. So it's different. I do miss maps and trainers. I hope I'll get to see them tomorrow, fingers crossed. And calling it a night. Bye. It is morning of day 8. I am still limping like a mother effing. The first few steps are so painful. I did sleep phenomenally. I got the biggest and ate the most breakfast I have on trail. I had oats and banana and golden syrup and peanut butter. I had toast. I'm feeling so stuffed, but very, very good and ready for the day. I don't know what's happening to my body. I've got like eczemas on my hand and my feet. There's like a little allergy thing happening here. I don't know if you can see it. And then my ear started swelling up, so I took those out. And yeah, I think my body's just like in a certain shock of what I'm doing to it. But other than that, I got less than 20k to go until arrival at Robin Hood's Bay. And then with my freshly washed hair, I'm gonna go on a train and I'm gonna go back to London. Always more excited to see. Oh, look, so many faces. I am nearly there. I think it's just around this corner down there. But I'm suffering really, really badly because it's so hot and I'm not used to it. Like full sun, my body's like crackling under this heat. Ugh. Recap of day 8 and the last of coast to coast recaps. And of this video, as you can see, I am home, I am showered, I have a sunburn, I put on cream, especially where I think I have like spider bites. Today was a very specific day. It was the end of it, and I was so excited yesterday to finish today and feel like all the emotions and get really overwhelmed and everything. And I woke up, I like started walking, and it was 17 kilometers, so really not that far. I knew I was gonna arrive like before 2 p.m. So that was very chill. It was very muddy and very wet for sections of it. And I got completely soaked, which honestly was fine. Like, I enjoyed it. It's like the last really specific coast to coast experience. And then it was this gorgeous, beautiful walk along the coastline, very similar to what I'd done already in St. Bees. And there were a lot of people, and it was very hot and it was very sunny, and I started to feel not too well, honestly. I know that my anxiety started to kick in, and that is very common for me. I know I haven't talked a lot about my mental health and how yucky my mental health is right now, but basically what's happened is that even before leaving, I knew that from Robin Hood's Bay to Scarborough train station, I would have to take a bus. Buses are kind of second worst of all the public transport vehicles I can to take. Having in the back of my head always that the second I arrive, I will eventually have to step on a bus and do a 40-minute ride to Scarborough train station. It made me really anxious, and it really ruined me feeling excited and emotional and overwhelmed, and like all the feelings that I wanted to feel when walking into Robin Hood's Bay were completely overshadowed by my anxiety of getting on a bus and traveling and being with a lot of people and public transport that I hadn't done in 10 days. And yeah, it sucks. It absolutely fucking sucks, let's be honest, because I wanted to have this experience and I wanted to round it out. I didn't get to enjoy it. That's why there isn't a lot of footage from when I arrived. It's just what it is. Ultimately, I survived the bus ride. I thought it was going to be better after I arrived in Scarborough station. They're still shitty on the first train. They were still shitty on the second train. They're still shitty on the tubes. I had to take 3 tubes to get home. All in all, it was like a 6 to 7 hour journey back, which felt like forever, and it especially feels forever if you get anxiety and panic. I didn't vlog a lot on the way home, or not at all, but I am now feeling much better. I'm feeling again like in a safe space because I'm home, but I'm very happy that I made it. In hindsight, I think I started getting emotional once I entered my apartment because I realized that it's real and that I did it. I also seen my friends finish later today, so that is amazing, and I'm so excited for them, and I'm so proud of all of us for powering through. I really wish I would have had more emotional capacity to enjoy Robin Hood's Bay, because it was gorgeous and is lovely, and there are a lot of food options, and I would really have liked to enjoy it in the moment, but I couldn't. 17 kilometers, 310 kilometers, approximately 200 miles. I think it's 198 miles from St. Bees to Robin Hood's Bay. There were a lot of detours, a lot of walking the wrong way and turning around, a lot of stops in pubs, in restaurants, coffee shops, bakeries, food, just breaks, a lot of propping up legs and elevating feet, and honestly just a ton of laughter. I'm like, now I'm starting to get emotional. I don't know, I'm just really grateful that I got to experience this, and I'm very proud. It's been absolutely amazing. It is about 9 to 9:30. I am calling it a night because I'm exhausted, and I want to say thank you so much for watching. I made it all the way through coast to coast. You made it all the way to finish this video. Thank you so much, and as always, like and subscribe to see other videos. Bye.